Alô? Alô, alô, alô? Volta, oi, Beyblade. Seja bem-vindos, tudo bem? Como vai? Blue Cock. 300 garotos na puberdade são trancafiados em um internato de futebol e são obrigados a usar roupa apertadinha Blue Cock. Algo me diz que Shun está vendo anime de futebol. Salve, salve, Polar. Como estão vocês? Tudo bom? Eu não vi o Blue Lock ainda. Por que será que se chama Blue Lock, né? Tem uma fechadura azul em algum lugar? Tentando lembrar o que eu fiz da última vez aqui. Acho que a gente tava... Ah, a gente tava no Dave. O Dave vai conversar com a Rose agora. É o nome do projeto? Au! Aoba! Na falta do Sting, vamos de áudio do Sting. Mas por que será que é o nome do projeto? Aí tem outra questão aí. Bom, estou existindo ainda e você, como está? Eu tô bem, eu acabei de tirar uma soneca ouvindo a ASMR com duas pessoas que atuam muito bem na base do improviso. Então foi um ASMR muito nonsense. Eu adoro a Angélica ASMR, cara, ela é muito doida. Era tipo um RP de uma vidente com um cara meio... um psicopata. E daí ele ficava interrompendo ela o tempo inteiro e ela tipo... Para de me interromper, eu tô fazendo a leitura da sua sorte. E ele tipo, mas eu não sei quando é que eu nasci, a minha mãe não me cuidou bem e eu não lembro do dia que eu nasci, então não dá pra você falar meu signo, que sei lá o que. E ela tipo, isso é muita energia de escorpião. Foi muito nonsense, mas foi divertido. Deu pra dormir com esse ASMR. E daí quando eu acordei eu fiquei, nossa, o que eu tô ouvindo? É o meu tipo de ASMR. Mas eu tô bem, tirando a preguicinha. Boa tarde, Ono. Como vai você? Eu estou aqui para ler mais HOMESTUCK. Se der tudo certo, de acordo com meus cálculos nada precisos, talvez a gente consiga terminar o ato 2 hoje. Até porque ele não é tão grande. Mais pra frente que os atos vão ser enormes. Se não me engano, são 7 atos. Tá, vamos começar então sem mais delongas e vou ler em inglês como sempre, e é isto. Vou deixar lurkando, boa live. Muito obrigado pelo seu lurk, Vitor Shun. Valeu, Som. Pastor Rose. Vamos falar com a Rose. Lembrando que a casa da Rose tá por um fio. Ela tá usando a internet graças a um gerador. Ela tá colocando o notebook dela em cima da lápide do gato dela que morreu há anos. E o Dave tá tentando ajudar ela a não morrer. Fala, Rucrilhos. Rucrilhos está trabalhando. Opa, bom trabalho, Rucrilhos. Mas muito obrigado por ter aparecido aí. Agora eu vou ler. Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet or what? No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building.
Tinha esquecido.
Valeu aí pelo resub. 15 meses. Muito obrigada, Shun. Até a próxima. Ah, pra mim também. Obrigada. No, for now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence. Oh well, that's a relief. John told me to get the gang to help get you out of there, so I'm working on that now. Ah, sim, e o Dave tá tentando pegar uma cópia do Sburb no quarto do irmão dele. Porque se vocês se lembram bem da última live, a cópia do Sburb do Dave já era. O corvo pegou, o Dave foi lá e matou o corvo sem querer, só que o corvo nem pra morrer dentro do quarto do Dave. Não, morreu lá no outro prédio. Então a cópia do Sburb do Dave já era. E ele precisa do Sburb pra poder controlar a casa da Rose e salvar ela e ela começar o jogo. Tá, working on it. Yeah, my bro's copy, long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection? I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's good and all. The semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever. Or semi-ironic, semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. E tá tendo uma crise de ironia. Fala, Kitare! Turubão! Boa pra você. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far and it's kind of fucked up. O Dave tá começando a perceber que talvez a ironia de gostar de boneco não seja muito vantajosa. Porque bonecos são meio creepies. E ele só parou pra pensar nisso agora. Porque até então, ele tava ocupado demais puxando o saco do irmão mais velho dele, que tem gostos muito estranhos. E só agora ele tá percebendo que esses gostos talvez sejam um pouco estranhos demais. Ah, você vai abrir? Ok. Mas muito obrigado pelo lurk. I've seen his websites. I like them. Haha, yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish Lucas wouldn't look at me like that. With those dead eyes, Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out. Interesting. Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're going to have a field day with that. I am currently scrolling notes furiously into one of my many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. Those eyes. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown. Alright, I'm out. Later. Tá, isso foi loucura demais até pro Dave. Agora, segundos no futuro, mas não muitos. Voltamos pro John. Rose tá tentando falar com o John, tacando a caixa na cabeça dele pra ele lembrar de olhar o pastor log dele. John, what you're doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine, enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Tá, agora ela vai colocar uma outra daquelas quinquilharia do jogo pra continuar ajudando o John, que não pode ser ajudado, mas ela tá tentando. John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the punch Designix. It is in your study. I can only drop it though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try? I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does. Lembrando que a Rose, ao mesmo tempo que ela tá jogando o Sburb, tentando salvar a própria vida, ela ainda conseguiu achar um tempo pra fazer o walkthrough do jogo. Ao vivo. Ao vivão. Ela é tryhard. Os demôniozinhos que agora viraram o demôniozinho palhaço estão roubando as porra toda do pai do John. O cachimbo, os óculos malucos do John e o chapéuzinho de coco do pai dele. E o John tá puto. Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful. Teclado velho, mas não. Ah, podia ser, não? Ah, finalmente o John tá respondendo. So I can see. Stupid, lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff. Oh, there you are. Fala, rica cabeça de cimento. Tirubão nesse momento. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm alright now. Una streamer antes do site tipo Twitch existir? Sim, a Rose, né? Reconsertou o martelo e retornou pro Space Bus. Beleza. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. Ah, depois de fazer isso trocentas vezes, até eu. Vai confrontar o Pogo Ride. Oh, meu Deus. Pogo Ride é aquele balancinho lá que tem no parquinho dele. O próximo vai ter som. Eu tô bem, só um pouco preguiçosa. E você? Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see. Cadê a música que eu não tô ouvindo? Click Giddy Up. Use arrow keys to operate Pogo Ride. Go for insane combos. As usual, coding by... Ok. Como é que eu mexo? Não consigo mexer. Tem certeza disso, jogo? Ah, tá. Mas eu não consigo usar setinhas pra nada. Ah, agora eu consegui. Nossa. Ah, tem que ir pra lá e pra cá, entendi. Caralho. Meu Deus do céu. Tá. Those sons of bitches, no one risks painful injury on your green slime ghost pogo ride. No one but you. O pau vai descer aqui nesses bichos. Ai, que bosta, mano. Dá pra quebrar o brinquedo? Acho que não. Agora é a Rose de novo. Vamos voltar com o somzinho aqui. Ela dropou uma coisa pesada neles. O piano é uma coisa bem pesada. Nossa, e o Pogo Ride sobreviveu. E eles soltaram joiazinhas. A cara do John. Rose, my piano! Oh. Você viu ontem o bang da caixinha de pesquisa do Windows que tava com a jaquetinha do Marty que eu falei? Não, tava. Não vi, não. Do Windows? Caraca, não sabia disso, não. Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. I guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though. I guess you're right. You need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist. So, that means I have to go out the back door? Yes. Is there a problem? Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and her spooky ghost cookies. You're right. That does sound dumb. Can you see her in the kitchen? Yeah. What's she doing? Is she baking? You could say that. Are you sure you can't get that grist up to me somehow? Maybe. Ela realmente matou os bichinhos. Eles têm que matar eles pra poder pegar essas recompensas de volta, entendeu? Tava assim, com a jaquetinha e o hoverboard. Ficou o dia todo, nem tinha percebido também. Depois mandei imagem. Ah, tá bom. Nossa, eu nem percebi. Às vezes eu mal percebo que tem coisa do Google, sabe? Doesn't look like the grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom. Ah, tá, isso pode ajudar. Ele conseguiu pegar os maiores, pelo menos. E conseguiu. Isso é bom. There you go. Now, why don't you check out the designs? You can do that while I get to work. On what? The piano, in its valiant effort, has unfortunately been slain. But if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boom dollars you have no idea. So many. Eu não entendi esse último texto. Ah, ela fez uma escada ali. Rose brincando de The Sims. Quem nunca, né? Agora o The Sims 4 tá de graça. Até me dá uma vontade de instalar pra jogar, mas eu ainda não fiz isso não. Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, okay. But this sure is going to take a lot of grist. Looks like you're going to be busy, John. Well, what you're building? Stairs. They're fairly expensive, actually. Oh man, I could have warned you about stairs, Rose. Ah, esse meme das escadas vai longe ainda. A casa do Roberto, como é que tá? Não é? Olha a casa do Roberto. O carinha ali se lascou-se. Tava no lugar onde a Rose pegou pra economizar coisa. A Rose pensando no meme das escadas. I told you about stairs, bro.
Boa noite, zizibs. Boa tarde, galera. Passando a renovar o submenu aqui 3.
Oh, boa noite, boa tarde. Ele já mandou todas. As brabas todas. Fala, Vimones. Tudo bom? Obrigado pelo seu resub de 19 meses. É um amorzinho mesmo, já dizia o comentário. I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier. It keeps happening. Oh god. Looks like I can get a refund for earlier allocations. Ah, god não. All good. Ah, tô lendo bem os bagulho. Suas 1000 DLCs de expansão por R$1.000, não é? Tem que esperar as DLCs entrarem em promoção, isso sim. I told you, Rose. I told you about stairs. Okay. Consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this window without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur. Did you know he thinks puppets are cool? Does he? He's so dumb. Construiu uma torre de observação no telhado. Por que não? Só que gastou os grists quase que tudo, só sobrou um grist. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction at least. Enquanto isso, John... No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dads love shaving. It's basically all they do, when they're not baking, that is. É o pai do John, esse. 2 cans of shaving. Pegou 2 latas de coisa, encheu ali, e daí saiu um... O que é aquilo que saiu? Não sei. You captured 2 cans of shaving cream just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream centibeard to ratchet up your prankster gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window. Ah, é o telescópio. A luneta, né? Pela verdade. A toalha saiu voando de novo. Pelo menos a toalha não causa muito dano. It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You just grab it and hang on to it until the right moment presents itself. E the right moment vai chegar. Bota fé. A toalha caindo lentamente. The towel floats back down to the rack. Meu Deus, quais eram as chances disso acontecer? Ele tá mesmo no videogame. É um videogame da Ubisoft. The circle of stupidity is complete. Escadas são perigosas. É que ele tava se preparando pro apocalipse que ia acabar todo o creme de barbear do mundo. Vai lá ver o que a Nanakin tá fazendo. Gente, ela fez bastante biscoito e os imps estão comendo tudo. Jesus. Ela só de olho. Meu Deus, ela expurgou o bicho. Jesus. E ele tá tentando ir até ela, porque ali é o único lugar da casa que tem uma porta pra ele passar. Meu, olha isso. Olha quantas coisinhas que eles já pegaram ali. Isso não pode estar certo. Que zona na casa do John ovo aberto. It looks like the imps have taken a shining to the Crux-Strutter. Cruxite and black goo everywhere. Ele descaptilogou o Pogo para ficar sendo ameaçador com um creme de barbear e um martelo. Muito biscoito, né? Well, okay. It's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. Como é que deu certo? Quais eram as chances? Gente, deu muito certo. Ok. Eu retiro tudo que eu disse de mal sobre o Pogo Ride. Pogo Ride é incrível. This is incredibly dangerous. Não façam isso em casa, crianças. É realmente casa de avó, né? Agora que só tá ele e a avó aí na casa. A avó que já tinha morrido. Let's see how they like the old double-barrel leather blaster. Whoops, oh shit. Ok, ele... É, aí foi demais, John. Caralho. Mr. John respectfully asks that you please stand up. Tá fazendo pogo de refém, é isso? Nossa, e deu certo. Olha a cara dele de assustado. John está perdendo a sanidade. A sanidade já saiu da casa faz tempo. Junto com o pai dele. Se bem que o pai dele não é muito um exemplo de sanidade, não. Don't move or the pogo gets it. Now, sir boy, flee from this boorish rebel post haste. Pisou na parede, chunin. E nice abscond, dude. E foi lá pra onde tem o novo equipamento que a Rose colocou, eu acho. Fala, André. A Rose foi ajudar o John colocando uma geladeira na entrada pra ninguém atrapalhar o John. A geladeira upou de nível porque ela matou um bichinho. The refrigerator skyrockets up the escalator to a new rank. 5-star General Electric and earns $285 boom dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance. Well done, John. Polite congratulations. Ok. Ah, mas tem um imp ali. Oh, meu Deus, o John tá preso com um imp aí. Geladeira upou de nível, é isso aí. Quem manda é a internet. For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Whatever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods earlier. Lembrando que quem tá falando com o John nesse textinho azul aqui é aquele, o Wayward Vagabond, que tá lá no futuro. Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask. I blocked entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the designics. John, imps behind you. Should I take care of it? You trapped our PDA again, didn't you? Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless. É nada, não é pointless não, minha filha. Ele usou o shaving cream e deu certo. Rose tá com um cofre ali, que é muito fácil de pegar, e daí vai matar o imp. Ou não, ou sim. Sim. Nossa, tinha o livro grande que tava ali dentro. É, agora eu entendi porque que matou o imp. Sem falar na gravidade, né, que foi desde lá de cima. John, might I bother you for a can opener? Eu vou tentar não pensar no fato de que se tivesse colocado no lugar errado, esse cofre podia ter matado o John, mas ok. Oblivious to the commotion behind you. Meu Deus, o John não olhou pra trás até agora, mesmo com esse barulho todo. Suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there's probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. Matou por acidente. friamente calculado por acidente. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing? Years in the future, Wayward Vagabond tá vendo tudo isso? But let's not get totally carried away here. A student's eye darts about a page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom. A pessoa está lendo um livro, basicamente. Humano típico. Fala, please, thank you, you're welcome, good day, how do you do, splendid, and you? Gratification. Ah, ele tá lendo como é que seres humanos funcionam à base de gratificação. Por isso que ele tá sendo tão bem educadinho. Ih, rasgou. Burp, munch, munch. Ele comeu! Elixir known as tea. Everyone is polite. Mate, 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 mate. Comeu. Enquanto isso, a Rose. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't take as many as I'd like to for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth, here's what I've managed to collect so far. More captures forthcoming. Então, é Tiny URL. Será que isso aqui ainda existe? Que eu saiba, o Tiny URL não existe mais, não. Deixa eu testar o primeiro link, pelo menos. Isso aqui é uma imagem, então não dá pra eu só clicar nela. Ou dá? Não, não dá. Tá, vamos lá. http tinyurl.com/0413 sprite. Se eu puser aqui, ele vai pegar a referência? Acho que não. Ah, ele vai abrir no carregador. Faz sentido, faz sentido. O site não é seguro. Continue no site. Ah, ele me redireciona pro MS Paint Adventures. Aí dá pra ver uma... Dá pra ver. Tudo que vocês precisam saber é... Dá pra ver. Eu abri a coisa errada aqui. Ah, tá aqui embaixo. Era só eu ter rolado. Gente, eu sou... Enfim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ok. Agora eu garoteei. Eu garoteei nessa, eu admito. Não, calma, gente. Não preciso tacar pedra, eu admito. Eu errei. Fala, Nicknir, como é que você tá? Você ficou sabendo? O que eu fiquei sabendo? Matou por acidente. Gravidade é um acidente muito comum, como adquirir conhecimento comer livros. Achei que era movido pelo Flash. É movido pelo Flash. Aqui, ó. É isso aqui que abre. Co-player John assesses environment after transition to median, followed by sprite, sense kernel, prototyped once pre-hatch. Completely useless in this form. Severed from suburban grid, house remains mysteriously powered. Convenience presumably facilitated by game which perhaps deems navigating a perilous house to be a handicap less in keeping with spirits of game's principal statement of challenge. Tô falando que a eletricidade ainda funciona, apesar de não ter sentido nenhum. Você tá bem? Como é que tá a situação do seu canal? O Nicknir foi hackeado pelos russos recentemente, tô tentando pegar o canal dele de volta, eu espero que dê tudo certo. Fall Guys vai ter skins de Doctor Who? Ah, não sabia não. Internet connection remains stable as well. Will likely remain stable until the internet itself is compromised by some external threat. Something like, oh, let's say hackers. Verdade, a internet ainda funciona, estranho. Kill monsters, get grist, build on to the house. That's the game. Didn't know what the point of this was at the time. Floundering trial and error on exhibit. Então tudo que ela tava fazendo pra tentar ajudar o John, ela ainda tava fazendo e em cima de tudo isso, ela ainda tava tirando print pra poder fazer o game fac. Ao mesmo tempo. Ainda não consegui meu canal de... Oh, meu Deus. Mas consegui a conta, acho que volta com o tempo. Ah, acredito que sim. Você falou que pessoas que já passaram por isso estavam te tentando te encorajar dizendo que ia demorar um pouquinho. Então eu vou acreditar nelas. Mas que bom que recuperou a conta. Isso é bem importante. Um canal bem antigo e não ia ser legal ficar sem a conta. Unsuccessful attempt at Tier 2 prototyping. Knowing what I know now, I might have avoided using a backbreaking Vade Macune for practical jokesters rife with antiquated lexicon and racist aphorisms. Either that, or I might have tried harder to succeed. Eu não entendi muita coisa, mas tudo bem. Final screen capture before I lost my internet signal for a time. I don't know what happened thereafter, but when I returned, the car was nowhere to be found. And the driveway plateau was in a state of disrepair. The mysteries. Will they ever cease? Tentando falar com voz de história de suspense. Sprite prototyped once more with grandmother's remains. She treats John to some helpful exposition in a friendly and maternal manner. Co-player has displayed inexplicable... esqueci como é que fala essa palavra. Inexplicably capricious behavior since arrival. Stress-related. Contracted virus indigenous to realm. It should be noted that he was kind of a weird guy anyway. John sempre foi poucas ideias. Cynics deployed. Still no clue what this does. At mercy of co-players' foolish prioritization tendencies. Grist payload from slain foe. Whether I deal the damage or co-player does, yield is the same. Though I have a significant advantage in battle, taking measures into my own hands deprives John of hand-to-hand combat experience, which ostensibly will become more critical later. Ela tá dizendo que se ela ficar batalhando todas as batalhas pelo John, ele não vai aprender e não vai upar por conta própria. Building, the point. Building upward, the point. Sharpened and directed. Oh, steeds, what steeds? Has the whirlwind a home in your manes? Is there a sensitive ear, alert as a flame, in your every fiber, hearing the familiar song from above, all in one account? You strain your bronze chests and hooves barely touching the ground, turn into straight lines cleaving the air, and all inspired by God, it rushes on. Isso parece ser uma música. Ou um poema. Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing there. Another one of these things. Really, Egbert family? Really? Pelo menos tem um negócio aqui que ele pode pegar. E tem um outro negócio aqui que ele pode pegar também. A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room? It is possible that I can see only in a sense what John can see, or has seen already. I have not found the time to discuss this with him yet. If he enters the room, the questions may answer itself. Vamos lá, Rose, a construtora. Ela quadruplicou a estrutura do coisa. Ok. Agora ela fez um teto pra isso. Ou um chão, né? Vendo de outro ponto de vista. E uma escada diferente da outra escada. Ok. Ladders seem to be a bit cheaper than stairs. Escadas parecem ser um pouco menos caras do que escadas. Ah, ela pegou a cerca e transformou numa escada. Em inglês isso não fica muito legal, né? escadas desse tipo aqui são mais baratas de fazer do que escadas desse tipo aqui. Lógica de RPG, de não deixar um Pokémon só lutar pelo time inteiro. Ele ainda tá tentando pensar num abridor de lata. Meu Deus do céu, John, olha pra trás. Yes, it seems so. The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately. A Rose protegeu o John de novo, sem ele ver nada. It is unfortunate, I guess. What are we talking about again? But it has been a pleasure nonetheless. Thank you, please. What? O Dave tá tentando falar com ele, eu acho. Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway. Oh, but thank you. Ok, a Rose tá tentando chamar a atenção do John. Thank you so very, very much, dear favorable small primate. Ela está muito puta que ninguém responde ela. I shall take my leave now, John. Until next time. Tá, o John parou de falar com o Wayward Vagabond todo polite. E agora tem uma zona no escritório do pai dele. Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? Gather grist, exam designix. Parece uma mesa de DJ misturado com piano, coisa estranha. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly, you scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the punch designix all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There's a blinking red light with a diagram etched into a panel. Por isso o John não upou de nível, as estatísticas de carinha são baixas demais. Answer Dave. Ah, tem uma coisa aqui, tem que virar ele. E daí tem que digitar o que tá no verso dele. E daí vai dar tudo certo? Acho que era isso. Answer Dave. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass. What is the specific problem? The problem is, I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong. You know, you like the mannequin dick? Accept it. You know you like the mannequin dick? Accept it. I am enrobed in chaffin, wriggling god fucking damn puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face. Let's put this into perspective. You put up with the puppet prostrate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word. You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I've bowered fuck deep into lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noses. Ok, agora isso foi longe demais. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like the probocalypse, I guess. I don't know. Are you going to start rapping about this? What? No, listen. Prawn of flesh bereft of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam. Oh no, oh Jesus. Of apocalypse your thoughts eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips, that dare through kiss to steer the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and thought faces flushing lovers' fits, hands snug and plush as gloves buffet. Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfumy trap for a half second, this is serious. I'm just saying. If I see one more soft Bobo's bottom being like, kind of jutting out and imprudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette of the handle and win like a mad or some shit. Then let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall. Esses dois eles parecem irmãos mesmo. Observe back of the first visible capsula card. É pra anotar o número, mas... Que número? You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Anytime you capsulate something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read. But then, you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps. Examine the reverse side of hammer card in strife specialist. Ah, agora eu tô enxergando. Pera, o de antes tinha isso também? Ah, tem aqui, tá aqui. Eu não tava enxergando. Real. Looks like cards from your strife deck have codes too. Enter captcha code as seen on backup already. Parece... é realmente captcha, agora entendi. You enter the code into the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. The red light switches off. A green light begins blinking. Insert card. Inseriu. Fez os troquinhos. Type in. Colocou o codiguinho. Fez isso aqui com essa carta também. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. Tentou pegar o pogo da carta. Oh well, that should just be a simple matter of... Uh-oh. It looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question. Assuming you got the codes right, that is. Começou a apertar qualquer coisa? Not quite through with your cowboy and precision just yet. You mash at the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter success. The design stops you after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. Ué, então deu certo. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. Eu renovando arquivos? Renomeando arquivos. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans onto one card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he would get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. O milagre do creme de barbear. You punch the card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. It surely is. Deixa eu pegar um negócio aqui no site da MiHoYo antes que eu esqueça. Tem que pegar o Daily Check-in. Hoje já é dia 22. Certo. Deixa eu beber uma aguinha. Mais creme de barbear. Sim. Obrigada, Ono. Nossa, eu já tô aqui faz 46 minutos. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesters. O Imp tá vendo tudo. Até a gente. Oh no, eu sei o que é isso. Oh no, corre John, corre John, corre John. Nossa, ele matou o Imp sem necessidade nenhuma. Agora o John viu alguma coisa. Eita, matou mais Imps. Estavam na cozinha. O John tá vendo que a parede dele tá quebrando de um lado pro outro. O que ele vai fazer? Ah, vou responder o povo no MSN. Peraí. Puppets. Awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. Ele ficou rancoroso. John, I'm about to throw a bathtub through your wall. Watch out. Ah, então foi a Rose. Então não foi a coisa que eu tava pensando que era. Meu Deus, Rose. Você avisou um pouco tarde. Quer dizer, o John viu a sua mensagem um pouco tarde. Wow, that was so totally unnecessary. I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive. You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb those? They're perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grease for now. If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future. Meu amigo. So, why didn't you just build a way up through the hole into my dad's room? Have you ever been in there? No, exactly. Huh? I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish harlequin decor your father keeps in his room. O que tem no porão do pai do Eren, quer dizer, do ovo Berto. Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through. Will you? Yeah, why not? Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there? Or why it's been kept a secret from you? Well, I mean, yeah. Then trust me, you won't be going right on through. Wait, are you saying there's something like troubling in there? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you see in there? I can't see in there. Oh, but I don't have a very good feeling about it. Whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings. Okay, John. Hello there. Tá. Aí nessa máquina aqui que vai ser legal usar esses cartõezinhos aqui. Que bom que aqueles imps fizeram esses bagulho aqui. You swoop up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-player's recent exploits. From now on, it will probably go without saying that you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some of old newspaper clippings, and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. Okay. It's another copy of Colonel Sasakru's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical jaspery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You captulogged it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. Ele pode estar captulogando possivelmente uma arma de crime que foi responsável por matar a avó dele, que agora tá ali em formato de fantasma. Arlequim. The Fatherly Gent's Shaving Almanac. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday, when you're old enough to shave. Everything in the safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you? Some things about him you will never understand. It seems he has been collecting scraps from the news over the years. These articles go back decades. Sobre meteoros. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, You are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. 2, 49, 13. You guess this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. Olha, 0000. Oh. You guess these are all zeros? Or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. Enter code on back of card into designates. Punch card. Oh no. Wait, John, before you punch that. Oh, I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then removed the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one. You would have only burned one card instead of two. Oh yeah, you're right. Damn it. Tipo eu fazendo as coisas sem perceber. Jogou. Pistolou. Ah, a Rose pegou o PDA. Se não fosse a Rose, hein? What? Nossa senhora! Tá, isso foi bom. The 2 cards Celodex inventory of dumbasses. Oh, o John upou. Colonel Sassacre level up for slaying the imp. O livro upou também. The colonel soars to new heights on his ladder, reaching the rung. One-man julep vacuum and pockets $9,550 boom dollars. Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic southern colonel. A banheira também upou. Ai, meu Deus. Ah, esses imps, eles são monstrinhos que spawnaram aí. Na verdade, a gente que spawnou no mundo deles. The bathtub surges heroically and surpasses the rung. Archimedes Aqua Cradle proceeding directly to vaunted rung. Tap Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool $490 boom dollars. The tub's spacing capacity remains unaffected. O cofre também vai upar. The safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Valhalla. Valhalla! Ah, meu Deus. Make your way up those stairs. Post haste. Oh dear. Let's go then. You're not sure. They look pretty precarious to you. But you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Let's scramble! E ele caiu. Lousy goddamn stupid stairs. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Dave, ignore Leo call and find the beta. Puppets everywhere. A porta upa de nível e o John não. A gente upa de nível por ler essa história maluca e o John não. You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. Então não é jealousy. One of your brother's red and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing though. You know this drill all too well. Trouble's a brewing. Uma das espadas não está aqui, logo. What sword? Ele ia pegar a espada, mas... Que espada? You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bros' ironic comics he left for you to check out. What have I done? Animal? Please start breathing. Oh god, please breathe. Haha, okay. Make-believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What will Nanny do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? Think, imagination. Ah, the one time I really need you. Hello, Ralph. I want to play a game. Damn. I want to play a game. To play up. Ele rasgou a tirinha. Okay, some of this stuff you know he's just living around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been meaning to bleak like ironically, but that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you will get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Dave está ficando por aqui com as coisas do irmão dele. Gente, isso é uma cozinha. Pra que ter estrela ninja na cozinha? Jesus! No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome dangerous stuff he leaves lying around. Transferiu a katana pro Strife Specibus. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time you shift your katana to your Specibus. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of his stuff, this stuff. Set Blunder to Mux. Ah, tem um bichinho. Oh no! You guess bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty girls. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby, recording the incident. It seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. Matou o bichinho. Mas era uma marionete com sangue falso. Dave, Captchalogs Buster sword from behind microwave. This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Wow. It's just sort of bouncing around in there. You're making a bit of a mess now. Todas as casas vão ficar bagunçadas, é isso. Já tem coisa dentro do micro-ondas, não dá pra você esconder as evidências lá. See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put his shit somewhere. But what if you just wanted to heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless. Tem fogos de artifício dentro da pia, junto com o que parece ser uma dinamite. Enfim. You capture all the fireworks the sink has to offer. You just know these are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garbage disposal. Vou pegar as shurikens. You grab the shurikens and... Hey, careful where you're putting stuff. Especially if you're looking to turn your Silodex into a power keg full of sharp things. You put the box of fireworks back into card 5 and prepare to start or card 3 apparently. That settles that, you guess. Seria bom, porque, tipo, se fosse o 5, as estrelas ali iam todas, tipo, prá! Não ia ser legal. Take nunchaku. Oh no. A cara do Dave. You take the nunchaku, once again grabbing without thinking ahead. Oh no! Era isso que eu queria evitar. First, you caps lock the box again, while adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself said only moments ago. You again round up all the fireworks. Time to regroup here. You grab each shuriken one at a time, knocking out those nunchaku. But no worries, you've got a plan. O boneco saiu dali. You take the nunchucks. Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you've just got to compromise with this modus. Eita preula. Tá examinando o fetch modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Ejetar. Oh hell no! Not after all that trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button. Ontem eu fiz uma coisa parecida jogando Omori. Eu tava lá jogando, e daí eu fiz um bagulho que ele apareceu uma pop-upzinho falando assim, você tem certeza que você quer fazer isso? E na minha cabeça eu pensei, realmente, se ele tá me perguntando isso é porque eu sei que vai dar merda. E eu sabia, eu tinha toda certeza de que ia dar merda se eu fizesse sim. Eu fui lá e cliquei sim. Tipo, nada pra fazer, bora fazer merda no jogo. Aí eu fiz merda no jogo, daí eu perdi um save de não sei quanto tempo. Parabéns pra mim. Changing hash function will eject Silodex. Are you sure? Ia mudar os valores. First, you program your modus with a Scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. A1, B3, C3, D2, E1, F4... Nossa, por quê? Por quê, Dave? This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll have to empty your Silodex to select it. You're just not gonna do that yet. No way. Detect collisions. Ok. Então agora ele vai avisar se tiver... Eu acho. Sim, eu saí do jogo e eu não voltei ainda. Mas eu tava cansada também. Give me a break, eu tava cansada. And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking up? What's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and imprudent or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle. Marionetes de bumbum. Dave não gosta de marionetes de bumbum. You take the skateboard. Actually, no you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheeled ride. Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Agora ele detecta quando vai ter colisão de coisa. Isso é bom. Aí não dá mais problema. Viu? É bom vocês verem o menu do Captcha Log de vocês. You take the power cord... Wait, no, not going to work. You take the battery pack... Damn it! You take the battery pack using the Y as a consonant. Your Silodex reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously employed by hash map noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to see. Não tá não, imagina. O que foi esse vulto, então? Haha! Search for some mad snacks, yo. Ele assustou com a boneca. Liu Call está everywhere. Oh, it was just Liu Call again. You can never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure you auto-scope the fridge for some grub? This hunger is so ill-mannered it would make a room full of snooty, dull wagers commit mass suicide. Ah, não. Porque tem armas dentro da geladeira. Ninguém come nessa casa. Oh god, more shitty swords. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you're pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. The hell with it! You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for... looks like that works actually, too. You capture the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. E o negócio de gelo te dá cerejas. You dispense several cherry bombs. E tem reflexo do Liu Kang na geladeira. Wait, who's that looking at you in the reflection? Where the little dude scamper off to this time? Cherry bombs. You go for the cherry bombs unsuccessfully. After mulling it over a bit, you take the red spherical salutes. Tá, ele tá enchendo... Ok. Blender is a pretty simple word, and you can already tell that's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. That's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Bomba de cereja, né? Oh. 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 Oh no. Dave, por quê, Dave? Por quê? You're still not sure what he's so happy about or what he's looking at up there. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, whirling blade pitcher, into the disposal, but you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection, something above you. Oh. Hello, Dave. Creepy demais. It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his red stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious without aping those shitty moves. Fiz um forte com a... Ai, ok, fiz uma casinha. I wanna play a game. It's a pretty sweet fort you just made, and you're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than get inside and take her for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. Pegou a cordinha. It is time to face your destiny. No going back now. Ah, não. Ah, não. Oh, não. Desespero absoluto. Ai, obrigada. Desespero absoluto. Jesus amado. Isso dá trauma na pessoa. Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there. Ele tá digitando enquanto tá na pilha de coisa. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one... a gente já teve essa conversa, ok. Entendi agora de onde que tá vindo essa conversa do ponto de vista dele. Bro, roof, now. Bring call. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Tá putaço, tá possesso. Tá enraged. You're now the other guy. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun. Não, Rika, não faça isso comigo. Ela deixou cair... Ah, a Rose deixou cair as coisas porque o John tava perdendo tempo. Carve a totem of the punched pogo card. Ok. You put the punched card containing the pogo ride in the slot and carve a totem from one of the Crookside dolls. Ué... Ah, tá. Pra cada um ele tá fazendo. Ok. You use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the hell of it. You carve the respective totems for the cards. You make a totem for a capsula card. Pretty bare bones looking totem if you ask you. Não mudou nada esse aqui. Right. Mas fica um efeitinho legal, né? Bacana. Olha, tirando esse aqui que foi o aleatório, os outros deu certo. You stole the totems in your Athenaeum. Oh, isso é muito bom. The alchemister requires 1 unit of any type of grist to produce 1 card. You decide to use shale, since it seems less generally useful than build grist as of now. You make a whole bunch of them. Yay! John está feliz. Whoa, did you just make all these? Yes! Sweet, thanks! What did you do with all the blue wobbly vase-looking things? I brought the totems out of the alchemister to test them. I'm taking some things into my own hand to save some time. Okay. Fez um martelo. You create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of built grist. You make a pogo ride too. Minus 5 build, 1 shell. You use the totem carved with the random code. You create a rocket pack? Jesus amado. With some random crap stuck inside it. Looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. The items have rendered the device completely inoperable. Oh. You figure you might as well put the piece of junk to use. Using a little strategy, first you grab Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavaney, then the cards, then your ejected PDA, then the book again to flush the cards into your deck. Nice going! Turn on Detect Collision. Ele não tem, ele só tem esses dois modos. You flip your fetch Moldai, but find no such option. This is idiotic. Be the Wise Guy. Esse livro é bem grande. You never really understood what Cavaney's relation to Anderson was, or why he wrote this book about him. His ambivalent attitude toward your favorite magician in these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird, and to be honest, you tend not to read much of the text in the book. You mostly like to look at the diagrams for all the cool tricks. A hole in the ace. Oh yeah, that's right. The old hole in the ace trick. Interestingly enough, pertaining to punching holes in cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands were never really strong enough to make this one work all that well either. But actually, this gives you an idea. Ah, entendi. You overlap 2 of the punched cards. They mask each other's hole patterns. Aí pôs as duas juntinhas. You carve another totem using the new combined hole pattern. A Rose tava gastando coisa pra caralho fazendo um martelo. Oh man, looks like Rose made a million hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out of the way. You're about to make something sweet. A Rose, tipo... John, vamos economizar o suficiente pra você subir, porque você tem que subir, tá? A Rose. Então, deixa eu fazer muitos martelos. Aí temos a melhor arma do jogo. Eu adoro esse painel. Esse é um dos meus painéis favoritos. You got the Pogo Hammer. Practice with new weapon. Boing, 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 boing. O cara tá tipo, ih, maluco, agora já era. What did you do? I combined the cards with the lathe thingy and made this. It is so sweet. Man, look at me go. I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work. Thanks. I got the idea from Harry Anderson. Who? You know the show night card? No. Oh. Well, bottom line is, he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. 1 milhão de martelos em barras de ouro. Attack the nearest imp to test Pogo Hammer's strength. Pou, 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 pou. Boing! Parece... É o mesmo efeito do martelo do Chapolin Colorado, se parar pra pensar. You get a vicious rhythm bouncing combo going and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the Pogo Ride are catapulted sky high in the process. Okay. Ai. Uma cama. Isso parece foreshadowing. Sweet catch. Espera, ele ia parar no quarto do pai dele, não ia? Uh-oh. 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 Agora sim. Uh-oh. Hey, that was a pretty, nice, sweet catch. Save. Oh yeah, that. This is pretty comfy. Why don't you just, like, carry the bed around with me on it? Up to the gate up there. I can't interact with you directly, or anything that you are touching, if it will result in moving you. See? Oh, lame. The game probably regards that as a kind of cheating. In a way, thieving you of your free will as an adventurer, and the need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity. The server player is just a facilitator. Well, okay. All that scurrying around kind of wore me out. I think I'm going to rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop some stuff on them if they sneak too close? No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself. What? Come on! I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to, or if he's any closer to recovering the game. There's some stuff I'd like to try, in case he doesn't come through. Oh, alright. I'm just gonna rest my eyes here a second, though. O John vai realmente dormir num momento como esse. Ah, viu? Essa música aqui é do Toby Fox. Meu Deus, John. Check Alchemy Excursus. Por isso que o John não upa. Fica dormindo, né? Looks like a sort of index documenting all the known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This could be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations. But ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John and he could make it himself. That is, if you can think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Captcha logs burb server CD. Será? Oh, isso pode dar certo. You eject the disk and capture the server CD. Colocou o código pro John. Não tem código. Oh, god damn it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Facepalm 2. Tá, John, você precisa acordar. Vamos lá. Minha queridinha tá aparecendo aos pouquinhos. Hey! Whoa, there you are! How is your adventure going, John? It's okay. I'm making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she's helping me now. That's good! Oh, but like, I don't think I am actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that. Well, I think whatever it is, it must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice. Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't think I mentioned Nanny to you, did I? Oh, I don't know, didn't you? I don't know, maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something. Yeah, maybe that was it. They're really weird when they talk to me about you, like they're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers. But I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. But then, when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like maybe you know more about a thing than you are telling me. I don't know. Oh well, John. I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know. I'm just waiting. Waiting for what? Oh, John! I forgot I was messaging you about that meteor that fell near my house. Oh yeah, whatever happened with that? Oh boy, well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something? So, what was the deal with the meteor? Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now. And now I know everything's gonna be okay. So, what is it? Or is this just another thing you're waiting to tell me? Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first. Huh? Well, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kinda literally? Oh, stop being so confusing. Lol. Any time for you to go, John. Anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you may have some company. Heart. Ela é muito misteriosa. Mas eu amo ela. Hammerkind. Stop, Hammerkind. You stick the pogo hammer back in your strap specibus and get ready to kill some more of these pesky little... Huh? What's that? Oh no. Oh, fucking no. Os dois estão tremendo atrás da cama. Rose, why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. É, a Rose não pode te ajudar pra sempre, minha filha. Meu filho. You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do whenever things get too hot to handle, which is frequently. You stop being the imp because that was stupid, and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remember was on the roof. There are some things in here that would be good to stock up for a major battle, but it looks like someone has plundered your chest. This is so outrageous. Pegaram as coisas dentro do baú. Oh no. Oh fucking no. You are being ambushed. There isn't much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground. Foi pra cima. You go up here. You peek over the edge. John. Lado errado, John. Right. Ué, as algemas desapareceram do galho? It already seems like a long way down to your yard. Not even to speak of whatever's below. Hey, weren't your 3 handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn it, why do imps got to be making off with all your sweet gear? Turn around. Imps gigantes. Ah, são ogros. You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally going to happen now, and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. E daí a história muda pro Dave. You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Ok. Tem som agora, vamos lá. Eu gosto dessa host. Tá fazendo doce, menino? Row, row, fight the power. Psych! Oh, meu Deus! Oh, wait. Double Psych Out Combo. Oh, não! Eu achei que ia... Oh, não! Meu coração foi enganado, eu não acredito. Meu coração! Oh, não! A história ia pra ela, mas não foi. Ai, meu coração. You are now the wayward vagabond. Ia falar pra ele pegar os braços, mas ele tem braços. Got him already. What pumpkin ele comeu? E até arrotou. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some type of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it has been running here. You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it at once. You are very hungry. Capture log? You have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give the foolish notion a second thought. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Ele não tem dente sharp, não. Diga, Ono. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter, and not for puncturing metal. Isso ainda é postado hoje, normalmente? Não, essa história já acabou. Acho que foi em 2016 que ela acabou. Mas tem o Homestuck 2, que é em formato de texto. Eu acho que esse é postado até hoje. Só que eu não leio o Homestuck 2, não. Your weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace is suitably rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for the task. Okay, you take that too. The can clearly reads mustard, a fact of which you were perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this, maybe one or two. You'll need to find something to put stuff in it if you want to carry a lot of things around. You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. It is a sort of specialized barcode pattern. Ele tem QR Code no braço. This brings back unpleasant memories and you would prefer not to dwell on it. Arrotou. What plant? Ele comeu a planta. Oh, meu Deus. It appears half the pages of this book have been eaten. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was. Quase achei que era One Piece das ideias. This is the key. Sustenance, intermediary consumption. You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained by these pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be a little doubt. You have learned so much. Tá, pegou tudo que tinha ali dentro. You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. Quando saiu essa webcomic, eu acho que ainda não existia QR Code. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty. And yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prisons. Ele também está precisando de um abridor de latas, assim como o John. Hoje em dia muitos tatuam QR Code, não é? Antes disso as pessoas tatuavam código de barra mesmo. You have already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one, to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either. Nossa, tinha um monte de lata, mas não tinha abridor de lata, meu Deus. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually you're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted one of these red mailbox arm-swingy flappy doodads, either for letting you know there is mail in the box, or maybe for alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for the grip. It is useless for opening cans. É a paradinha da caixa de correio. Só que tá puro tétano. This means nothing to you. You're not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is. And you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas ever again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. Be the mayor of Can Town. Ok, isso ele pode ser. As the glorious founder and mayor of Can Town, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with a tome of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very official and important-looking mayoral sash made out of old cables and to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in in front of your building to offer adulation to their fair and magnanimous leader. All is well. Beep beep, corn, parade, vroom. You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being a mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and its people. It is also built on having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. Oh no. Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings, and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants, and are really full of themselves, and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings? Ok, alguém aqui era escravo de um rei. Over here is the other side of the room. There is another one of these purple storage boxes, and some useless objects scattered on the floor. Ok, isso é novo. Oh no, ele comeu. You pick up the nugget of uranium and... Oh, that was so stupid. Why would you do that? Crayon. It's chalk numbnuts. Pelo menos não é tóxico se ele comeu. Ai, não. Inside the box there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the... 10 pieces of chalk in most colors of the rainbow. You are excited by this. Ele comeu só os verdes. Esse é dos meus. It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing. The container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now. É, só não tenta beber, não. O cara comeu um pedaço de urânio. É, isso aí. There is nothing you can do for this new little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you, it seems as if it could quite easily serve as the light of... democracy. Que história idiota. Use the chalk to draw some roads. Ok, essa história tá maneira. You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of a blue chalk, because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. Yeah. You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative. No. You cannot urinate because you have not had anything to drink in quite some times. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment. O estômago dele é brabo. Ah, colocou óleo de motor. You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can try to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You're very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. Mayor. Ai, não. Caraca. Eu lembro que na época a internet fez muito fanart desse personagem, porque ele é muito fofinho. Ele é o prefeito da cidade de Latas. It seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there is still a lot of empty wall space. Perhaps your citizens would be happier with a colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Ah, que bonitinho. Que bonitinho. Using most of your imagination and an entire piece of sky blue chalk, You render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You have decided that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet, about which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continued rendering on the western wall. A Terra destruída. Orbiting much farther from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites, you have decided. Yes, that makes sense, you think. And on the southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness, occupying the furthest orbit yet, there's an ominous planet. A moon circles this one too. Check that rampaging boy on the screen. Oh yeah, it's that guy. You had almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he not help you, at least for the time being. Turn on the other 3 screens. You have no idea how to turn these on. There's no mouse for this weird quadrant-monitored computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard. Perhaps there's a special key or command which will allow you to switch to another monitor? Press Tab. Oh! Tab! Oh no. Caralho. Tab, Guaraná Jesus. Era o John, sim. Oh meu Deus, é muito Guaraná Jesus. Ele realmente estava com sede, né? Então... You free the heavenly brown elixir from the jaws of pink carapace and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary. You wonder how so much sugar can fit in one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. The tabs are naturalized as loyal new citizens of Can Town. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content, and whether empty or full. It's not like emptying a can kills it or anything. They are just cans after all. Apertou ESC. Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. Viciou no monster. You hit Escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy and reveals a history of all the commands you've entered. Ah, são todas as coisas que ele digitou. É o histórico. You use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't even believe how much you've already typed into this stupid contraption. What a waste of time. Oh. You scroll all the way up to your first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you. There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. Huh. Dei uma de NPC do Minecraft agora. Huh. Oh, foi pro monitor 2. É na casa da Rose isso. You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled, and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help? No one is around, and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever is happening on this monitor. Vamos pro terceiro. Eita preula! Olha isso. Caralho! It's another one of these rapscallions. This monitor is locked too. You can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it just looks like more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4, but decide against it. You have a feeling that whatever is there will just confuse you even more, and you don't even really care all that much anyway. Filho da... Só porque eu queria ver ela. Histórico do Google do John. All 4 screens activate. Together, they display a countdown, starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. Reboot. Não coloca reboot não. You can't. Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. Oh. Oh no. 4 horas. Enough of this nonsense. You are an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapace feast, which is to say firm yet polished and supple as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. Esse relógio acho que é pro mundo acabar, pra Terra. Vai jogar xadrez. You temporarily dismantle city halls to free up all of the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and rank using the piece of white chalk and the motor oil. You then organize them in phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regimen. When you are through with them, your forces will be a well-oiled machine. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. As peças brancas e as peças pretas, é isso aí. Tá jogando xadrez com latas. Você apostou no branco, você perdeu. As brancas estão destinadas a perder pra sempre. É o que dizia no mito do mundo lá do John. You waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery. Nossa, só sobraram 4 minutos. É, fazer o quê, né? Ele é uma pessoa do futuro num lugar pós-apocalíptico. Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You are starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be the best not to be near it when this happens. Minutos no futuro. Though perhaps not as few as implied by circumstance. A peregrine mendicant trundles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous. Ah, ela! Ela é legal. Quer dizer, eu digo que é ela. Mas eu não tenho certeza. Mas eu acho que é ela, sim. You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures. By which, of course, you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. Ele vai embora porque ele tá com medo de que esse lugar todo exploda. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. Oh, no. É bem isso. Que porra. Ah. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Ah, tá trancado. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Bom, o 2 não tá trancado, isso é bom. The triangular fractal room does not appear to be locked. The floor turns 120 degrees and the door opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there's something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall, there's another perplexing contraption. What? Tá, disso aqui eu não lembrava não. Enigmas, chama o Selbit. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has two large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Fez uma espada. Uma lança, né? You immediately craft a measuring spear through possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Ok, eu achava que o ato 2 ia acabar hoje, mas tá bem grande. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife, it makes you want to slit your wrists, or at the very least, plug your carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. What? You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You are quite sure this is what science is all about. Alquimia? Apertou o botão. You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controlled that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which is obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. Chega de referências ao cachorro. What? Oh, ele fez uma abóbora. You purify a pumpkin. Aww. It seems this mysterious gourd was transported, purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you are on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There's a symbol carved on the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin. Não vai comer, não? You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. Oh. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is that house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one, on closer inspection, appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. Ok. Tem as coordenadas ali. You push the button. All of the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time? If this is the case, It would make a useful reference point for your current bearings. Ele mexeu com... One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed, in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. Vai pegar a faquinha dele e vai mandar para algum lugar. You nudge the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room to get them. You are to believe that time is at a premium after all. Purify the pumpkin. Does this machine look like a purifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could both purify and purify things is so laughably ridiculous. You would wish someone would purify your brain and purify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb. Alguém gosta de abóbora crua? Oh, fez uma tampa na abóbora. What the hell are you talking about? This idea makes no sense at all and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch. You cannot move it. It has a sporograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn it. Apareceu homenagem de Halloween, não é? É uma máquina do tempo ou uma transportadora? É ambos. É uma transportadora que também mexe com o tempo. Ah, pera. Ah, tirou o negócio de dentro do Ember. Maneiro. You release your blinky new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. The past. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with a purifier. You are assuming she's a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target this extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. Paradoxify. Ah, virou gel! Isso é uma referência a Steins Gate. It seems the purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. A gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Isso é de 2009. O jogo de Steins Gate vem de antes disso, eu acho. Isso pode ser uma referência a Steins Gate? Ele fala em código de Morse. Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in amber, she was witness to all of your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get this show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units. Ah, pegou as barras. Opa, obrigada. Agora ele consegue sair daí. Inteligente. Pegar as latas, né? Cidadãos da cidade dele. Psych? Ué, ele não conseguiu? Oh, wait. Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times cliffhanger combo and fail. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Não, não gosto de doce de abóbora. Então é isso. Nossa, tá, muita informação. Vamos passar de novo. Certo. Ok. A abóbora faz referência ao Wilson? Acho que não. Tá, ele tentou sair porque ele achou que o negócio fosse explodir, mas o negócio não explodiu. Ao contrário, o negócio só ergueu o foguete e daí saiu voando. Essa mão aí é a mão do mago lá da casa da Rose, que significa que esse lugar aí é a casa da Rose muitos anos no futuro. Então caiu um meteoro aí, na época da Rose. Ele subiu, tá subindo as coordenadas ali e tá indo pra outro lugar. Tá viajando, tal. Ele vai encontrar com aquela moça lá que também tá próxima de uma coisa parecida com esse container que ele tá. Isso aí é a casa do John. Quando o John desapareceu, aconteceu isso daí. Não, onde era pra estar a casa dele. E daí no futuro ficou assim. Cresceu uma grande árvore. Essa árvore até dropou um negócio ali. Que é onde essa mulher tá agora. Que é o mesmo container. É esse container aí. A árvore tá ali, entendeu? Ali era a casa do John. Aí é a casa da pessoa que ainda vai aparecer. Que apareceu silhueta. Então eu não posso falar muito. Por que esse portal verde abriu aí? Não posso falar também, spoiler. Essa é a casa da quarta criança, que a gente vai ver ainda. Acho que daqui a algumas poucas páginas a gente já vê ela. Aí worshiparam um sapo aí, né? Ok. A menina mora no Acre. A Rose tá fodida, sem internet, morrendo. A mãe dela tem algum segredo e apareceu ali, ó, colocou o código e abriu um negócio ali embaixo. Enquanto isso, o pai do John, que tinha sumido, tá aí com as algemas, que também tinham sumido. Agora disse onde é que tá as algemas. E ele tá tentando ir contra os imps, né? Lutar contra os imps. Nisso, o David foi pro telhado, levou o Liu Kang. E tá pra ter um embate contra o bro dele. Tá se preparando. E o bro dele é muito bom. É ninja. Enquanto isso, o Wayward Vagabond, ele foi das coordenadas do futuro da casa da Rose para as coordenadas do futuro da casa da quarta criança. É isso que aconteceu. Eu consegui explicar, yay! Acabou o ato 2. Acabou o ato 2, acabou o ato 2. Dear John. Ai, que felicidade. 758 páginas. 758 páginas. São mais de 8.000. Resumo zizibalesco. Isso aí. Nossa, eu achei que ia levar pouquinho tempo. Na verdade, eu levei 2 horas pra acabar o ato 2 hoje. Olha, tem coisas escritas pro John. Vai ter que escrever um TCC pra resumir isso. You are, no doubt, reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Why, the man grit needed to lift the book is itself a sign of your maturity, not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the nuance of Sassaker's time-tested mischief. I am so proud of you, grandson. How I wish I could have delivered this heirloom to you in the flesh, but I am afraid it wasn't in the cards. For you see, John, like you, this book must yet take a journey. Its journey will end on the final day of my life, and even then will continue some. Though I suppose that will be up to your father. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day when he and you are ready. But it is your journey I am writing about to wish you luck. There will come a day when you will be thrust into another world, and once you arrive, that is only the beginning. You will soon delve even deeper into a realm of warring royalty in a timeless expanse, a realm of agents and exiles and consorts and colonel sprites, of toiling and underlings and slumbering denizens, a realm where four will gather, the heir of breath and seer of light, the knight of time and witch of space, and together they will ascend. John, if only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life, and yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know for sure is that we will meet again. Until then, John, I do hope your father keeps you well fed. With love, Nana. Aww. A avó do John, ela sabia que ela ia morrer. Oh. Nossa, e ela falou umas coisas muito importantes aqui. Heir of Breath, o herdeiro da respiração, a vidente da luz, o cavaleiro do tempo e a bruxa do espaço. Isso vai levar um tempinho ainda pra acontecer. Oh. PS. Meu Deus, a próxima live vai ser legal. A próxima live tem ela. Ah! Ai, gente, eu vou ver vocês na próxima live, então. Que eu já estou... A minha voz já foi pras catacumbas, já. Tô feliz. Ato 3, nós teremos ela, a Gigi. Uma das minhas personagens favoritas de Homestuck. Finalmente a gente chegou nela. Provavelmente lerei esse ato na quarta-feira, tá? Muito obrigada aí quem me fez companhia. E... Tá, vamos ver. Acho que eu vou fazer raid pro Vimones. Muito obrigada, pessoal, pela companhia de todos vocês. Foi show. Foi muito show. Espero que vocês tenham gostado do Ato 2. Ato 2 foi legal. E vem coisa muito mais legal por aí, eu tenho certeza absoluta. A gente se vê aí semana que vem. Essa quarta-feira agora não teve, porque eu tive compromisso. Um compromisso bem compromissado. E aí eu fiz essa live hoje pra poder... pra não ficar uma semana inteira sem, né? Esqueci o verbo. Pra aproveitar e tal. Então espero que fique tudo de boas aí com vocês. Se cuidem bem. Obrigado pela companhia mais uma vez. Ah, vi aqui no Discord, Rica. Que bonitinho. Eu não tinha visto isso, não. Bom, mas é isso. Até a próxima, pessoal. Tchauzinho. Fui!